Alright, welcome back to TransGuyReacts. My name is Nick. I make videos about women's basketball, collegiate or professional, and today I'm talking about the WNBA games for Tuesday, August 20th. Before I get into the games, let's talk about the transactions. So, Gabby Williams, the French player from the USA Olympics, she's been in the WNBA before, but she often is not in the league because of prioritization. She ends up not getting signed because she has other obligations and then can't play. But I guess there were different rules this year for the Olympics, and she was able to get signed for the rest of the season contract with the Seattle Storm, which makes complete sense why Kiana Williams got waived yesterday or the day before. So Gabby Williams is with the Seattle Storm. Olivia Pupa was traded from the Minnesota Lynx to the Washington Mystics, but unfortunately, as soon as she got traded to the Washington Mystics, they waived her, which I was like, what's the point of accumulating someone and then waiving them? But whatever, I guess they want to keep her rights for later. But they also traded Sika Kone from the Lynx to Washington Mystics, but they decided to keep Sika. Dee Richards was waived from the Washington Mystics as well, and then Maisha Hines-Allen was traded from the Washington Mystics to the Minnesota Lynx, so she must have been traded for Olivia and Sika. Dee Richards being waived, I'm wondering, and with Maisha Hines-Allen's leaving, I'm assuming that they're looking to grab someone else for the Mystics, so we'll see who they end up grabbing probably tomorrow. I'm assuming they'll announce that. Now we get into the games. I actually came into the games halfway through the games. I was busy doing something else, so I came in during halftime, and there were 3 games on at the same time. So annoying. So annoying they put games on at the same time. But three games on the same time? That was crazy. So it was really hard to even pay attention to any of them, but I tried my best. So Connecticut actually were playing the Sparks, but they weren't at their home arena. They were at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. I think there was some kind of scheduling conflict, so they moved them to TD Garden, but that actually turned out really well for them. The Sun fans came out, and it actually sold out, and this was the largest amount of tickets that they've ever sold in franchise history, so that was freaking great. There were some Boston Celtic basketball players there. I don't know who. Or I don't watch the MNBA. I don't watch that, so I don't know who those players are. But they were there and they were pointing them out. I did come in during the halftime performance, and it was actually really good. It was this duo called Snap Boogie and Viv, like Viv the violinist. So this is like this woman, she's a violinist doing all these great violin stuff, and then she had like a tap dancing dance or just a dancing partner, and it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. At the halftime, it was 35-41. Connecticut Sun were up. It was a really close to the third quarter. Really only a possession difference going into the fourth quarter, but Alyssa Thomas and Dejanay Carrington kind of were going off, and then Brianna Jones and Ty Harris were able to extend the lead, and they were able to pretty much win the game at that point. Kurt Miller for the Los Angeles Sparks, the coach, gets a technical because he comes out on the floor during a live possession of the game, and he's super mad because like there was a foul that didn't get called, and he gets in the ref's face and is like yelling at him like that's a foul, blah blah blah, and the ref immediately gives him a technical and throws him out of the game. Which was so dramatic. I was like, Kurt, you're so dramatic. You're so gay and dramatic. I love it. There's only a minute and 20 seconds left in the quarter, but yeah, he got thrown out. I don't know if he had a technical before that or just because of what he did was so egregious that the ref threw him out because of that. But yeah, that's what happened. The Sun do win that game 61-69. And let's look at the box score for that. So for Rakia Jackson, she scored 14 points. She had, actually, let me change this. I can't see anything. Okay, so Rakia Jackson, she had 14 points, 1 block. Dearica Hamby didn't play that well. She only had 9 points. She hasn't been playing very well. I'm kind of surprised by her. 10 rebounds, so she almost had a double-double, but it's pretty quiet for her. Azurá Stevens had 14 points. Kia Nurse had 9 points. Odyssey Sims had 7 points. Lee Euro had 8 points. It just wasn't a fantastic night for them. Of course, they're missing a whole bunch of people. And Isaiah Cook didn't play. I don't know why. I know Cameron Brink's out. Lexi Brown is out. Lasia Clarendon's out. Ari McDonald's out. But Isaiah Cook didn't play. And I don't think she is sick. So I don't know what that was about. Connecticut Sun. Dejanay Carrington went off. She had 19 points. 1 steal. Alyssa Thomas had 9 points. 16 rebounds. 8 assists, crazy, 3 steals. Brianna Jones had 15.7 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. Taisha Harris had 14 points. Dewana Bonner had 7 points. So a pretty good evening for them. And then for the next game, you had the Storm versus the Mystics. They actually, like I said, signed Gabby Williams today, but she wasn't at the game. It was a traveling game, so maybe they didn't want to have her travel. So I'm assuming she'll be in the next game. At the halftime, it was 44-30. At the halftime, the Mystics were down bad. Carly Samuelson was out of the game, and I believe that's because she was hurt on August 17th. I remember watching that game. So I swear she stays getting hurt. She is always something's wrong with her. Ugh, that's unfortunate. It was a very close third quarter, and then it was a super tight fourth quarter. So the Mystics did come back, but the Storm were able to maintain a one possession lead and pretty much were able to stall them out. I do want to point out at the end of the game, the camera guy was totally eavesdropping on two people who were signing. They're probably deaf or hard of hearing, and they were signing to each other, and they recorded that entire conversation. So much eavesdropping. I was like, that's inappropriate, but kind of funny. The score ended up being 83-77. Storm win that. It was really nice to see all the Aussie players at the end hug it out. They were all glad to see each other, so that was cute. So for the Mystics, Shakira Austin went off. She had 24 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals. She was in a bit of foul trouble, and she had a ridiculous amount of turnovers, 8 turnovers, which is too much. Stephanie Dolson had 9 points, 6 rebounds. Ariel Atkins had 25 points. She had a great night. Brittany Sykes had 12 points. And yeah, that's kind of it. Jolie Van Loo had 5. Yeah, so really great night for Shakira and Ariel. They were having a fantastic night. It just wasn't enough. For the Seattle Storm, Neko Wumike had 24 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. Ezzie McElvore had 13 points, 14 rebounds for a double-double. She was in foul trouble as well. Also 2 steals. Jewel Lloyd had 18 points. Quite a few turnovers. Skylar Diggins-Smith had 17 points, 1 block, 1 steal. Skylar Diggins had a block. Sammy Wickham had 6 points. So yeah, pretty good night for them. And then the final game of the evening was the Wings versus the New York Liberty. So Dallas Wings versus New York Liberty. At the halftime, it was 39-48. The Liberty were well in control, but this was Maddie Siegrist's first game back for the Wings after she broke her finger, so it's good to see her. Unfortunately, Sabrina was out. I don't know why. She was injured or sick or something, but Nigelini has been out with injury. And then Leona Fibic got hurt during the game, but I wasn't watching it when she got hurt, so she was out for most of the game. So they were down quite a bit of people. They did let Marquisha Davis, the rookie, play. She actually got some minutes. She played for 2 minutes, and within a minute, in the third quarter, she played for 2 minutes. And within those 2 minutes, she got 2 fouls. But, I mean, she rarely plays, and it was a cold start, so you can't, blame her for that, and she needs to get the minutes. So, how are you going to learn if you're not in the game, But the Liberty were able to maintain a lead during the third quarter, and well into the fourth quarter, they had a 20-point lead. So they let Marquisha Davis come back into the game for a few minutes. They let Jalen Sherrod play for a few minutes, and she even scored a bucket, so that was fantastic for Jalen. And the score was 74-92. Ooh, Dallas got their ass beat. So Natasha Howard had 13 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double, 2 steals, 1 block. So Satu Sabali had 24 points, 4 steals. Pretty good night for her. Arike Agumbwale had 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And then everyone else, Kailani had 7 points, Maddie had 6 points, JC Sheldon had 5 points, but just, it just wasn't enough for the powerhouse that is the New York Liberty. So Brianna Stewart had 26 points, 12 rebounds for a double-double. Crazy numbers. John Claude Jones had 23 points, 12 rebounds for a double-double. She also had 2 steals, 1 block. Courtney Vandersloot had 15 points, 11 assists for a double-double. She is coming back strong. I mean, she had a little rough start in the beginning of the season, but her mom's dying. You can't blame her for that. And then Kennedy Burke had 13 points. It was a pretty solid outing, and a couple other people had, five points here and there, like Kayla Thornton and Ivana Docic. And Jayla Sherrod had her 2 points, so that was fantastic. But yeah, so that was the games for today. If you like these recaps of the game, please like, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.